The common question I get from business owners and CEOs is how do I hire those true sales stars and avoid those sales duds that just suck you dry of 6-month base salary? Well, the answer comes down to 50% uncovering the reps' core elements of their character. Another half is knowing how to attract only the best in sales. Now, this is the exact fast growth strategy I've used internally with some of the biggest business titans out there, as well as countless clients. In today's video, I'm gonna share how to generate 100 applicants for every single sales position you have available, and then the key questions that you need to ask to know if you should even considering hiring this sales star or knowing if they're a sales dud. These questions will help you identify whether they're poor performers or a high-performing sales star right out of the gate. You wanna take notes on this one because I'm gonna share the secrets that top headhunters use to warrant 25% of the reps' first-year salary, but I'm gonna share that with you for free. First secret to hiring a sales superstar is to know what one looks like. Let me share with you the top 2 characteristics you're looking for when hiring a sales superstar. They are the 2 C's. That's right, 2 C's. I don't think I'm gonna surprise you with the first one. Let me give it to you straight out of the gate. Number 1 characteristic trait you wanna have in a sales star is that they care. That's right, deep-seated caring. I'm gonna call it compassion, baby. Yes, go that far. Because if you fall short of compassion, they're empathetic and then they can be sympathetic and you're breaking rapport. No, shoot for the moon. Shoot for someone who really cares compassionately. That person's gonna go the extra mile for a prospect. But if all they are is a high degree of compassion, and that's the only characteristic that they lead with, they won't close a barn door, let alone a sale. So you need to balance that first C, compassion, with the second C, which is confidence. That's right, a sale is often a transmutation of confidence from one individual to a next. So they need to be confident because the number one thing a salesperson is gonna face on the front lines of capitalism on a daily basis is rejection. And if they don't have the confidence to handle the rejection, they're gonna fold like a freaking chair. So know if they have confidence right up front. If you fail to do this, I'm gonna tell you what, you're asking a pig to fly. That's right, you're gonna hire someone that is, gosh golly, nice and likable, and maybe they have industry knowledge and they've been in your industry for a while, so they're really knowledgeable, low confidence, gets rejected, boom, wasted all that money you spent on creating those leads. That's right, I'm gonna tell you something. You probably spend more money in marketing to generate the lead than you spend in commissions to the sales reps to make the sale. Ooh, chew on that one. You realize you want to be a little bit more finicky about the way you distribute your leads to your sales stars. And the second secret to be able to recruit only the best in sales and why you're not finding the diamonds in the rough, it's about you, specifically your company, and how you attract only the best. Now, let me be really clear. There are 2 of the most powerful forces to humanity. The first one is identity. And the second one is a compelling future. So in the ad, remember I said you're gonna test them on confidence? Well, then you wanna speak to that. You wanna speak to the identity of a highly confident, highly compassionate human being and polarize that in your ad to the point to where, let's say if you wanna test their confidence, you would reject them. Don't even bother calling unless you prove yourself to be an overachiever and a top producer. Now that rejection, if they see that rejection and they have low confidence, they'll fold like a chair and not apply. But a high confident person is gonna be like, oh wow, this guy gets me, or this girl, well, they understand me. This company gets who I am and they honor me. Now you're really speaking to their identity. They're gonna feel like that ad was written directly for them. Now, if you combine that with a compelling future, you got it in the bag, but your compelling future, most likely in your ad right now, sucks. That's right, I said it. Go read your Indeed ad. Your Indeed ad is like, at best, alluding to benefits, barely talking about money. Some of you guys talk about money, but when you do talk about money, it's a representation of your current sales staff members and what they make now. No, aren't you looking for a better sales star? Then put in, or the absolute best, put in what the absolute best could make. Meaning, if you got mediocre talent right now making 100 grand because you do a $60,000 base salary, then don't say $60,000 plus commission. Don't say $100,000. And I'll tell you why now, just so you can comprehend this. If your top producer made $100,000 and you run an ad for 100 grand, the person replying to an ad for 100 grand made how much last year? That's right, now you figured it out. They made 75 freaking grand last year. So you're actually gonna recruit a 75 grand persona. You don't want that. Plus, the person you have is probably not the best in the world. So what would the best in the world do? Could they double that easily? Then put in there. Any good sales rep can make 6 figures, but we're not looking for good, we're looking for great. And if you're an absolute sales star, you could double that, make 200,000. But don't even bother calling unless you prove yourself to be that overachiever and a top producer. Now you've rejected them to test their identity and you dangled a really big carrot. You have to have something compelling. They need to know why they'd want to work with you than anywhere else. When you get those 2 things down, identity, compelling future, that's how you get 100 applicants for every single position. I've done this countless times, again and again and again, and this is the secret sauce to knock it out of the park. There you have it, the 2 sides to finding and hiring sales superstars. The way you know if they have the stuff of greatness and how to attract enough of them to find the right fit for your culture. And if you have any questions about this fast growth strategy, maybe placing ads or pre-screening them or interviewing them, or let alone having to manage the sales stars once you find them, then leave a comment, DM me, or just reach out via the link that's provided in the description. I'm here to answer questions and avoid the mistakes that's most commonly made when you're trying this radically new approach to recruiting salespeople. Now, as always, make sure to subscribe for more content relating to hiring, growing, and scaling your business, and I'll see you in the next one.